Welcome, free live tarot readings. I'm TarotOracle the readings.
Time for the TarotOracle show.
What is going on, B52? The Love Shack's got a triple shot today, including the one from yesterday. We got Sarah. Thank you again for your other donation. Tarot Magician, what's going on? We got Maruta. We got Bartman. We got Sarah. We got, let's see, 𝗘έχει, what's up? We got Blood Rose. So welcome, everybody. Appreciate you. Tomorrow's Friday. We are all excited. Right now, let's get all excited about FS. Wants to know how will the semester go while we go ahead and get the White Fly Tarot for B52's readings. We'll go ahead and use it for FS's readings too, because it's already on the table. So might as well get full use of all of this stuff and see where it's going to go and all of this, see the destination ahead. All right, we got a little bit of Six of Wands, Page of Cups, and then Knight. Ooh, nice. How the semester go? Starts off a little slow. Gonna be honest with you, starts off a little bit slow. It's like the adventure's not there. It's like a lot of the substance you've been waiting for just isn't where it needs to be. And that's something that sort of resolves itself over time. But there's definitely that feeling of, I want more. I need more. Where is this going? What's happening? Overall, it looks pretty successful. You're able to tame the dragon as far as it goes with that Six of Wands. The Lord of Victory happens with that. We're just not really into anything. There's just not anything that's captivating. That's just not really going to do any good as far as sort of where we're headed or what we would like to see at the end of the day, right? With the Knight of Pentacles to say, we do the work that needs to get done. We get the results that we need to get. And I think at the end of the day, that's kind of all that you really need in life is to do the work and to get the results that you would like to see. 𝗘έχει, thank you for your donation over PayPal. Appreciate you. We got B52. We'll go ahead and wait for B52's other dono to put in this dono. So we got a bunch of donos from yesterday that we have not read. We'll go ahead. Everybody asked what this is, so we'll go ahead and say it's the Cappy Baby Tarot. It is the Cappy Baby Tarot. That's what we have tonight, and that is going to be all of the excitement we can possibly get right now. But yes, we'll go ahead and use this for a few too, right? A little bit of that going. Basically, should I keep going or should I just give up that shit? Sufia. That's the way it goes some days. Sufia. That's the way it goes some days. You feel like you want to keep going, but you're running into a bunch of the stuff that you don't want to do. Maybe we'll have a tower. Maybe we have the death card, the Two of Swords. You're not into it. You're not into it. To be honest with you, you want to quit anyway. To be honest with you, you want to quit. You just want to throw in the towel and be like, you know what? Screw it. I'm not wanting to deal with this anymore, right? We got BecaBoo. I want to deal with BecaBoo. But Karima, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. But I'll be honest with you. You want to change direction. You want to do something different. You're just not into it. Two of Swords. Whatever it is, that's just not it. It's just not the way that you would like to see it at the end of the day. And I think that's frustrating for you. You know what I'm saying? Page of Wands, because you're not into it, doing anything on that feels like it's just a grind. It feels like it's taking forever. It feels like there's not anything happening. There's not anything going on the way that you would like to see it. So ultimately, it's going to be difficult for you to keep going. I'm sorry. I want to tell you to keep going. There's nothing here that says change directions. Nothing's calling my name and, calling up and saying, hello, change it. No, you don't see anything like that. Nothing like that. But the Justice card says you're going to change directions anyway. So screw it. Change directions. Who cares? Change directions. Who cares? Because you're halfway out the door in the first place. And ain't nobody got time. For any of that stuff. BecaBoo, thank you for hosting everybody in chat. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate you. Let's see what we're doing over here with KittyKat. Real KittyKat wants a reading tonight. Let's get KittyKat a good reading with the Wonder World Tarot tonight. The Wonder World Tarot is what you've been waiting for. It's where we are at. Was I responsible for breaking up P's marriage? What have you been doing over there? Oh my God.
Are they cheating on me? Those panties ain't
What
mine.
have you been doing over there? Did I break up a marriage? Did I ruin a marriage? Maybe you did, you know? If it was that fragile in the first place, who cares? Who cares if it was that fragile in the first place? Ain't nobody got time for a fragile marriage. But were you responsible, KittyKat? Did you go in and get the meow? Did you go in and get all of the meow mix action in there and make it happen? Maybe it it does. It does look like yes, actually, you know. Obviously, entertainment purposes only. Never assume you broke up a marriage based on a fat man reading your cards on the internet. But I'm going to go ahead and you did ask the question. I mean, you asked the question. What do we got? We got a yes. So, hey, you know, you come here for the readings, not for the good news, I guess. I mean, you know, at the end of the day, you come here for the... If it was that fragile to begin with, then who cares? But yes, we had things going quite well. And then there were other influences. And then there were other things happening and other things going on. And the devil was introduced between the lovers. And the marriage went south. But if it was that fragile, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Oh, you said things says if you could read this before tomorrow. I did not read that before tomorrow. I'm sorry. If you're watching it later, I'm sorry in advance, you know? Entertainment purposes only. But yeah, that's the way it goes. We had B52 not wanting the Love Shack tonight. Instead, B52 wants a love reading for the week ahead, you know? We'll see that. B52's got the triple shot tonight. So yeah, speaking of which, UltraViolet, you have been hosted. So yes, you have been hosted by BecaBoo. So let me know what your question is. Yeah, we'll see. Reiki B, did somebody say donuts? We did have a donut reading earlier today. So if you want to see a donut, if you want donuts, you have donuts right there. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Look at how realistic that is. I did that in digital. That's not a real donut. That's a digital drawing that I did. Anyway, so yes. So yes, there are donuts in the house. We can smell all of the fresh donuts from here, you know? That's the way it is. So yeah, anyway, not the Love Shack, but the Love Week. We can do that tonight. Queen of Pentacles, the Three of... It is time to look elsewhere. It is time to look in the distance and see where that is going to go. Who is there? What is happening in the distance? Because the Queen of Pentacles says, we have everything that we need currently. We have a lot of good things sort of queued up, but we really don't have any beefy things. We really don't have anything that's adventurous enough for us to get excited about, us to get exhilarated and sort of go forth and make things happen from that. It feels like there's some things missing from here. And the Three of Wands says it's time to look elsewhere in the week ahead. It is time to look out. What can we be doing? How can we be going forth? How can these things be changed? Because it feels like you need a little action and adventure as far as it goes. Page of Pentacles says you may not dive into every adventure that you do have coming up, but the option, the availability of having that out there is definitely something that you're like, oh, I can take that. We can do that indeed. So yes, but we have the B52 Love Shack triple shot tonight. But before we do that, we got a Karima phase 1 over here. All right, let's see what are S's current feelings for me, and have they been missing me, and things like that. We will keep the White Fly Tarot pretty close and handy over here and see where this is going to take us, because right now it is time for the Modern Love Tarot, everybody's favorite, the one that we've been waiting for, the one that we have been searching for in the moonlight. All right, we'll see you. Speaking of moonlight, Enchanted Moon, what's going on? Hello to you. How are you doing? Good to see you. All right, we'll see where this is going to go. Now, what are the current feelings for me? Little on that Page of Cups talks about the willingness to change directions as far as emotion goes. I think that they feel that a lot of the emotions, a lot of the connection that they really kind of wanted in a lot of ways just doesn't resonate right now. It just doesn't work. It feels like what they're doing, how they're doing it just doesn't work in the long term, and they feel just not emotionally resonated towards anything as far as this goes, right? Knight of Cups says the feelings right now is I want to try. I want to see where this can go. I want to see what kind of adventures we can have here. But the Four of Pentacles just says they're not really expressing a lot of that. This is more like an internal thing where they're not really expressing what they need to as far as the feelings go. And the Page of Cups, again, the emotional resonance just isn't there in a lot of these things. Page of Cups and the King of Cups talks about a disconnect from our emotions where we're not in the same vein. We're not in the same view of where we would like to be at the end of the day as far as emotion goes, as far as the feelings go towards you. But there we go. There are the feelings towards you. And part two is, let's see, what are, has he been thinking and or missing me as far as that goes? We need some swords, need a little air sign action over here for some thoughts, some misses, some things kind of in there. And thank you for your triple shot. I appreciate you. We got the Three of Wands. Indeed, we have been missing you, right? The Three of Wands, the Two of Wands talks about reaching out beyond ourselves and finding what is in the distance, finding something that's meaningful, something that makes life work, something that we enjoy, something that we can grasp onto, right? Not only the Two of Wands, but the Three of Wands, looking, grasping, reaching out. I think you have some excitement, some exhilaration here with those feelings, with that sort of thing going here. Got a lot of pages tonight with this. A Page of Pentacles just kind of points to, as far as missing you, you know, we need more pentacles together. We built the foundation. We need to continue. We need to get it going. We need to move on with this stuff because the moon, it talks about that resonance not being there, and having you would really make the emotional resonance be a little bit better. So yes, we are missing you, feeling it as far as it goes, as far as that goes. At least a little bit of August reading for Sarah is how that is going to go. We'll see with the Driudcraft tarot. Driudcraft is popular indeed. We have the Driudcraft tarot. It is popular indeed. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Sheila, welcome. Appreciate you hanging out tonight. What is going on? I appreciate you hanging out. All right. What are we going to get? August. Oh, man. August. Man, it just feels like August just isn't resonating with the relationships. August is just a crap hole for relationships. It really feels like that there could be some potential here, but it's just not being there. It's just not being the way that we would like it. It's just not sort of being at the end zone that we would like to see here. It feels like August brings about some opportunities for some new relationships, some exciting things that you would like to see move on and move forward, but they're a little bit out of reach or just out of our grasp, and it feels like that we're not able to get a lot of these sort of moving the way that we would like to see them go, right? A little bit of frustration as far as new love is concerned, but the new love is out there. It's ready to go. I really feel like August as well is a time for spiritual beginnings. It feels like that you sort of need to do some makeup homework or some makeup time with your spiritual quest or your search for the meaning within your life. It definitely feels like that's going to be one of the opportunities that you want to take, that you want to chase, that you want to kind of see where it is going to go, right? Because it feels like you have a lot of introspection within August as far as sort of where would I like to be in a year, in 5 years, in 10 years, because it feels like you're kind of lost in a lot of different ways, and you need to kind of get these goals set up. You need to kind of get a master plan set up and ready to go as far as those sort of operate. So there we go. A little bit of the Driudcraft tarot. We got KN is next. KN's got the double shot over here. Current feelings of B. Does B like me? Does B not like me? B or not to be is what we need to know right now. Let's use some of the things we haven't used in a minute, like the Amber Tarot. It has been a minute indeed. We got the Curious Travels Tarot. We got the Monsoon Tarot. We got all of these interesting and fun tarot decks that we haven't used in a minute, and it is time to throw them on the table and see what kind of adventures they can get us going and happening, right? CraftyLady, what is going on? Appreciate you hanging out tonight. But yeah, feelings of B to me. The Emperor. This is somebody who is content and happy with the way things are, and I don't think that you are. They're sort of happy and content with where it's at. I'm content. I'm not really angry. I'm not really looking for anything, but it seems that you're looking for something within the context of that, right? You're looking for a little bit more meaning, a little bit more substance within the context of this, and that's something that you've kind of been waiting for, looking for kind of thing as well. I do think that B is undergoing a relative change. I think in about 2.5, maybe 3 weeks, you're going to see a little bit a different reaction from B. You're going to see something from B that you haven't seen before, and I think that's going to be, you know, kind of refreshing as far as that, because you have been sort of looking for a little bit of change or a little bit of modification as far as this goes, and I think that you're going to get at least some of that within here. All right, a little bit of Amber Tarot for this one too. How's my life in City D going to be? Are you going to Dallas? I don't know. Let's see. How's life in D going to be? I mean, you know, if you're going to be around D, you might as well get that done, right? Where's it at?
Everybody loves the D.
All right. Disappointed. Can't get a ground on anything, but making some new friends. So, you know, a little bit of a three aspect within here. Disappointed. Feels like it's not the way you would like it. It feels like you had this idea, or you imagine these kind of things happening, and you have some things looking sort of cool over here, and reality is a little bit different than imagination as far as sort of living within that city. Indeed, you do have a Page of Pentacles. It's just kind of hard to get a grounding, kind of hard to get everything sort of steady, everything sort of ready to go, right? So that's kind of something that you got to be. So that's something that you got to sort of see with that. So yeah, but yeah, just sort of be patient with it. I think that's going to be a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, overall, I think we make a lot of good contacts. So yeah, a lot of good contacts, and yeah, you're ready to go. You're ready to go with that. So yeah, there we go. A little bit of an aspect of that. Amber Tarot makes the grade. That's a pretty good one. I like that one indeed. I need to do some more unboxing. I was supposed to do an unboxing today, but I fell asleep. So, you know, I never thought I would say that in my entire life. I fell asleep, but I did indeed fall asleep. So that's the way it goes. Anyway, I guess that's the new me, you know, the new cancerous me, where I just like fell asleep and shit. You know, it's like, I don't know what's going on. But anyway, let's see. The question is cut off. It looks good to me. It looks good to me. So we'll see. Anyway, all right. How's S current feelings about me? Two of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Ace of Wands. I think they're done with you. It feels like they're done with you. It feels like that they're ready to go. They're ready to do something different. They're ready to head out and find something else, right? It feels like the decisions were made, but decisions were made where they didn't like it, or the decisions were in that mode where they weren't too content, weren't too happy with where things were going to end up. Hierophant says that the level of seriousness, the level of dedication maybe not be there, maybe not be present, but this is something that you kind of got to deal with as far as it goes. Overall, it feels like one person's trying a whole lot and the other person isn't trying at all, you know? Another person isn't trying even a little bit in regards to that. So I don't know. Got a little bit of that mix going on with that. August Love Tarot. We'll do that. August Tarot. with the B52, we'll see. What do you want for love, you know? I mean, is August going to be all right? Why is that card trying to get away? The card is trying to escape. The card is trying to escape. Maybe it's because it's the white fly and had a distinct stank to it when it was here. It had a distinct stank to it when I first arrived, and I had to air it out. Had to air it out like a fresh fart. And I don't, you know, it wasn't bad after that. Oh, but man, August love forecast. It's all about the emotions and all about the power struggle in August. You're going to have to figure out where you want to be in love. You're going here, you're going there, you're going everywhere. It feels like there's nothing steady, nothing stable, nothing dedicated that you really would like to see here. And that's kind of a shame because it feels like that there's a lot of good opportunities within August, but you're just going to have to straighten up and at least figure out where you would like to be before you're able to embrace some of these, before you're able to use some of these to your advantage, right? The moon just says you're just way too emotional and way too kind of, you know, off in the air, off everywhere with emotions in regards to love. And you really kind of need to fix that. Otherwise, August is going to be the same as always. You have some distinct opportunities here to make some real good progress in August, but it feels like that, you know, if you just stay the course, you're not really going to make it where you would like to be. But again, you have two good opportunities within August. Are you going to be able to take those? That kind of depends upon where you're going to go and how you're going to do it. But we do have the B52 conclusion right there. We got BecaBoo with a triple shot. Right now, let's do Karima phase 2. Go ahead and stick to the modern love tarot for that. Sufia, thank you for your donation. We got another dono from Sarah as well. Let's see what are his thoughts about me today. All right, what do we got? We got a surprise in there as well. B52, thank you for your other donation. B52 is running up against that 5 limit up here. All right, let's see. What are his thoughts about me today? The Chariot and Ace of Pentacles. We need to move forward and get something done. I think today is the dedication for them. We need to move forward and get something done. There's just a lot of things that are just waiting out there, that are just expected, that are just pending out there, that haven't really been materialized, haven't really been in the direction we would like to see them go. And it feels like the Chariot and the Ace of Pentacles means we need to move and get at least something done here. That's the main thought that they have. We can sit and do what we've always done. We're pretty content with how things are looking in regards to this, but where are we going to be in the long run, right? We need to start moving. We need to get that Chariot action in there, start walking the dogs to the Ace of Pentacles, get something new in, just sort of birthing something interesting, birthing something cool and fun in regards to this. So yeah, all right, we keep doing the surprise, and you know, if I can get you exact details, that's cool, but I probably can't get exact details. If I could get exact details, I would get me some lottery numbers and I'd go retire, you know. I'd do just tarot giveaways every night. I'd be like, we're here for tarot giveaways. And, you know, here's a $100 Amazon gift card, you know, do one a day. Anyway, what are the thoughts about me today? We did that. What's the surprise? So you know, what are we going to kind of get as far as this goes? 10 of Wands with the 7 of Pentacles and the divorce decree. The divorce decree. I think the surprise is kind of a big move, a big motion as far as sort of a change in their current relationship or a change in kind of, you know, where things are going kind of thing. It feels like there's some action, some adventure in the background. 10 of Wands says how we're doing it, how things are going is starting to weigh on them, and they need some relief. They need some direction. They need kind of sort of where they would like to be at the end of the day. 7 of Pentacles says even though we worked hard, we worked going forward from here, we do have a little bit of a divorce decree over here with this 10 of Swords. Walking out the door, getting some better adventure, getting some superior place to be with that. Couples counseling seems to not be working at the moment. We need a little bit of change, and a change for the permanence as far as that goes. Enchanted Moon, I thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. All right, right, we did the karimas, and now let's do the BecaBoo. Wants to host UVT, and UVT wants to know something. All right, they want to know, they want to know something in all caps, because we need all caps apparently with this. We can't have anything other than the caps lock key has been located, and the caps lock key has been violently pressed. All right, let's see. How does my spirit guide want me to connect with her? I don't know. Maybe they want a phone call or something. You know, a lot of spirit guides, they're like, hey, let's cut to the chase. Let's get a phone call. Let's do all of that, right? Everybody loves the the divorce decree. Maybe. I don't know. Nothing says I love you quite like a good divorce. You know, Six of Wands with a 7 too. How do we want to connect with our spirit guide, which may be a man, you don't know. King of Cups says with water around. There's something about having water around, even if it's a cup of water, a glass of water, something like that, where a lot of the negativity can flow into the glass, can flow into the water, and that's something that they kind of need, right? It's something that can sort of take the negativity away and take it out and flush some of that away as far as that goes. So having some water, some standing water available nearby is something that you can do, right? And then after you connect, you throw the water into the sink and just make that happen. There we go. But Seven of Swords also says connect through kind of a direct channel, right? Don't really sort of go around anything else or walk around any other directions. It figures that, you know, we want a direct channel. We want to channel directly into sort of their consciousness, into their thing. And I think that's going to be good for that. Overall, the biggest connection thing sort of talks about do a variety of different methods and find out what works, and just experiment until you see something that really sort of makes the grade as far as that goes, right? Six of Wands, there's a lot of support, there's a lot of methods, there's a lot of technology, and we can sort of make that happen with that, right? We got CraftyLady hosted as well. CraftyLady, let me know what your question is. I do not see that you had a question. Go ahead and type it in. CraftyLady, you have been hosted by BecaBoo. So yeah, go ahead and type in your question and we will get you there. All right, and you know, in the meantime, while CraftyLady is figuring out their question, we'll see what's happening. There's a D-Tarot. You know, there is a D-Tarot. There is actually one of those. There is a D-Tarot. I saw it. General message. Where are we going to go? What are we going to do? Let's see if we get the BecaBoo card. No, we did not get the BecaBoo card. General message. What are we looking at? The Magician with the chocolates. It's time to spoil yourself. It is time to go do all of the things to spoil yourself and see where things are going to go and have fun, enjoy ourselves. It is that time, right? Just flood ourselves with the chocolates and get all of the good stuff, get all of the yummy stuff out there, and definitely go in and spoil herself. That's going to be one of the main objectives right now for BecaBoo. Two of Swords as well says put a lot of the things aside that we worry about. It's not time to worry. It's time to put those aside and move on to something different, move on to something better, and not hanging on to things that don't work. If it doesn't work, then lose it. That's one of the main objectives here. Eight of Wands definitely says to get out and to go places and to do some things. It's definitely time to go out and to meet some people and to talk to some people and to have some fun and see where things are going to go at the end of the day. So there we go. A little bit of a mixture as far as that goes with a tasty tarot and the lots of chocolates with that, right? Anyway, Alicia, welcome. Don't know how to pronounce your name, but welcome. Predict your fortune for August. Okay, I'll give it a shot. You're in the queue. You're down there. But we have a lot of people in before you. So yeah, all right. Let's get the BecaBoo, move that aside. CraftyLady wants a general. We can do that. Indeed. Let's get a little bit of that. You know, I wouldn't mind using a little grape juice edition. Grape juice edition. We'll see where that takes us, CraftyLady. And yeah, we need to replace your picture with an elf. We need to replace your picture with an elf, you know, to be honest with you. That's what we need. That's the first objective that I have. That's the first thing I'm going to do tomorrow is do all of that. But yeah, she wants gummy bears, Kool-Aid, and breadsticks. I don't know. That sounds like heartburn in the making to me. You know, just one of those. Anyway, General, King of Swords, what are we not communicating that we need to communicate? You've been holding something back. You've been not getting things out there, and you do need to communicate some of the things that have not been communicated yet. Some of the things maybe we have been a little bit on hesitant side to do with that as well. You're also overloaded with stuff right now. Definitely want to prioritize it, and you know, you want to kind of see where that's going to take you, because you need more options, you need more things, you need more variety. It almost feels like that you're on the same treadmill, just going over and over and making things go. You know, it feels like you need more opportunities, a little bit of more of a variety of opportunities as it goes with that. Wheel of Fortune talks about there's something within that book that we're talking about. There's something within that book. I think it's chapter 6 or chapter 7 or something with a 6 or a 7 that needs to be readdressed, that needs to be looked at, that needs to be reevaluated. So there we go. A little bit of a general there with some specifics in mind with that. Karima is in the mood for some tasty tarot. We can do that when we get to you. We do have Sandy in the mix as well right now. Let's do some ands. We got some ands and we got more ands. We're going to make it happen with some curious travels. This is the one that UltraViolet was all excited about this deck. It didn't know what it was, so now she knows what it is. Now she knows where it is, what it's going, and where it is going to take her. All right, we'll see that. A little bit of the curious travels indeed. Do I go to the convention both days or only one? That's a one, that's a both, and that's a both. I say both wins. Both wins. We'll go ahead and do that, right? Go ahead, go to the convention. There's something on day 2. I think it's rather minor that you want to be involved in, but is something where if you're involved in it, it's like, oh, I'm glad that I got into that, or I'm glad that I involved myself in that, right? Because you got that night, that push forward, that adventure forward that you're kind of waiting for, that you want to see where it's going to take you, what's going on. But definitely both days as far as that is. There's something on day 2 that you're like, you know, it's kind of like a surprise, like you really didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? You really didn't expect that. At least is what I think, right? We got Anne. There's a double shot, triple shot tonight. Reconnected with an old friend. What do I need to know? I think the old friend has some adventures they haven't told you about quite yet. I think once you talk to them a little bit more, you're going to find out some more information there. Yeah, lots of adventures. A lot of things have happened. It feels like that they have changed quite a bit from when you had originally known them, or when you originally contacted them. And that's something that you kind of, you know, want to know, you want to understand with that. The 7 says they have a lot of stories, a lot of changes, a lot of things that went down that are going to be a little bit different than what you had originally expected to find with this individual. But yeah, you have a lot of good things happening here. This person is going to be leaving soon, leaving something soon. Either they're abandoning something, leaving something, literally moving. There's some action, some moving, some escapism that's going on with this individual that you have to be aware of right here. And I think that's something that you have to realize, that it's not you, it's that they needed an escape. They needed to go and sort of move into a different direction with a variety of things going through here. So there we go, right? All right, you got a little bit of a project. Give me a little bit of a general reading. Give me some details on this project. Where is it going to go? What is it going to do? As far as the project is concerned, we got Sandy. You are coming up next. You are coming up next. You are the next contestant on The Price is Right, or the readings are right.
T.O. is the best tarot reader
We'll see.
ever.
General reading for the project that you're working on. The Hierophant. This is a bigger project than what you thought. This is a bigger project than what you thought. You're looking at it, you're like, I got this. This is not that big of a deal. This is not that substantial of a project. It actually is, which means a couple of different things. You need to approach it from a more planning perspective instead of just winging it. You definitely want to be full force ahead once you do get involved, once you do get within the context of this, but it's a little bit larger in life than what you were expecting. Right? You're able to sort of make that happen. The King of Coins does say that you have a level of mastery that's available here that makes you, you know, work in and really sort of functions the way you would like it, but it feels like that you just don't have enough information, or you just don't have enough kind of thoughts that are within the context of this. So yeah, that's sort of the way it goes. Anyway, Alicia, I do not see a donation on PayPal. I do not see a donation on the super chat, unless you are the I believe that's the Indian characters. I'm not sure, but unless you are that person, then they didn't go through. Alicia, I do not see any one of your things going through there. Anyway, we got Sandy is next over here. Sandy, question indeed. All right, Sandy, what kind of adventure do you got tonight? Let's see what kind of adventures we got going through here with a little bit of a Pulp Girls making it happen over there. All right, we got something. We got SB. Alicia, are you SB? Are you SB? If you are SB, you want to know about the current partner situation. If that is you, then I just got a PayPal donation. Well, there we go. Shauna, what is going on? Shauna, I think that Shauna is the one that did the PayPal donation. Shauna, thank you very much. I appreciate you. All right. Continue on the issue with the cousin. Is a good idea to call him and say what I'm thinking, or how would that go? How would that go through? I think that you should definitely keep an open line, or an open contact and open communication with this person, right? The Queen of Cups, you continually get this thing about emotions. You continually get this thing about emotions. And it is sort of making an emotional call and definitely keeping a line open with this person, even though they're trying to screw you over, which I think is going to be difficult to say the least. This is somebody who is going to try to dodge and avoid you at every opportunity. Just sort of be aware of that. But you definitely want to keep an open line. You definitely want to kind of see where this is going to take you, what kind of things we're going forward and seeing, and I think that's going to be something that you need to do. So kind of yes, but you know, don't just sit there and badger them and irritate the shit out. You know, you don't want to do that. Anyway, Shauna, thank you again. I greatly appreciate you. All right, we got Sarah is going to be next, but first we got Karima, phase 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or something like that. We'll see. Wanted a little tasty tarot in their life. If you don't have the tasty tarot, it is almost funded. You have quite a few days to go, but it is almost funded. This is going to be the deck of the year. This is going to be the deck of the year. Look at that back. You are going to be able to spot these backs from across the room. Even if they're in a bag, you still can spot this from across the room. What are the deepest, secret, delicious desire right now for the connection that they haven't tell, or they haven't told, or with all of that other stuff? All right, let's see. What are the deepest, darkest desire? 3 of Swords, a little bit of a threesome. Hey, you wanted to know. You wanted to know. You asked. You wanted to know. They would like a little bit of a threesome. You know, a little bit of a threesome as it goes. I don't know with who, but I don't know. Anyway, the deepest, you said secret desire, a little bit of a threesome going through here as well. They definitely want to sleep over. That's something as well that they have been waiting for. Maybe get some chamomile tea in you and go straight to sleep. You never know. You never know. But another deep desire that they have too is a little bit of that 3 of Wands picnic feel. You're talking about the journey, the trip that we kind of consistently see here as well, and getting out and going on a vacation together. So there we go, a little bit of a mix going in. You asked and I told you. You asked and I told you. All right, who the hell is he talking about with you? Who is he talking about with you? We'll see that, you know, we'll see where that goes. BecaBoo, thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate you. SB, you donated half a paycheck over there. Thank you very, thank you very much on the PayPal side. I greatly appreciate that. All right. Who did they tell? They told a family member. He told a family member about you. Got a little bit of that 3 of Cups over there. A little bit of that action with that 3, with that ice cream. We all scream for the ice cream. The devil says they were very reluctant to tell about that, but they told a family member there. The family member talked about maybe bad choices or be careful and stuff like that. So they're kind of keeping it on the lowdown, right? They're keeping it on the lowdown as far as that goes. But yeah, you do have a hanged man over here. I think that the family member looks at this from a little bit of a different perspective than the individual does, but that's okay at the end of the day. What's the deadline for backing the Tasty Tarot? You have 17 days to back the Tasty Tarot. I'm going to put it on Etsy. So if you don't want to back the Tasty Tarot, you want to wait for Etsy, but Etsy's going to charge you a hell of a lot more on shipping than I'm charging you. I'm telling you. Let me tell you about Etsy. Number one, they're going to charge you sales tax. All right. So you're paying more on sales tax. Number two, Etsy is going to just bend you over for shipping. If you are outside of the USA, I would do the damn Kickstarter. Taste it, because Etsy is going to charge you $25 to ship it outside of the US, and I'm going to charge you $15. So you're basically going to pay probably $10 more to ship it, and you're going to pay probably $5 more or $6 more. So you're wasting $16 for literally no reason. So I would go ahead and get it while it's on the Kickstarter, especially if you're outside of the U.S. Like if you're outside of the U.S., your Kickstarter is your dream come true for getting a copy. But it will be on Etsy if you're willing to pay an extra $16 or whatever for Etsy to charge you a bunch of stupid stuff for no reason. But you can be happy. If you're in the U.S., I think you'll pay $6 or $7 more for no reason, rather than backing the Kickstarter. So, because again, shipping, sales, all this stuff that Etsy charges that I can't turn off. Anyway, all right. But yeah, so Etsy, so to ship it to you is actually pretty cheap. Okay, because I can do media mail. I can do it for like $4. It's pretty cheap. But Etsy will charge you $7 for no reason. I don't know why they do that, because I can't put media mail on there. And when I do, it'll charge you $7 anyway. It's really stupid. Anyway, but that's the problems that I have in life. That's the problems that we have over here. So yeah, there's that. Anyway, all right, we got Sarah is next. Sarah wants more Tasty Tarot's on the table a lot. Tasty Tarot is on the table a lot. So yeah, R&I in August. I don't know. We'll see about that. See, Sarah, we'll dive deep into here. Sarah, you said you can't imagine reading with it. I'm going to show you why you can read with it and why it works well. All right, the Chariot. There's some movement happening. This person's willing to move. This person's sort of needing to move. They're needing to do something as far as that goes in August, right? You have the Chariot over here with the ice cream, but you'll notice that Dr. Mystical's standing there just kind of presenting, just kind of saying yes, just kind of saying, I need something. I'm doing something. They're justifying the movement. There's a story behind the movement, the actions, the things moving forward, the things going out, right? It feels like there's a big story behind that. They're gesturing out. They're trying to make some things go. They're trying to justify some things as well. As far as R and U, it is difficult to reach them for communication. It's difficult to reach them for kind of where you want to be, how you want to go with this thing. It feels like there's a level of disconnect between you two, and there's definitely could be because of the movement, because of these justifications, because of sort of the way that communication's laid out in August as far as it goes. We have another movement, but it's more of a temporary kind of thing, right? Another temporary kind of movement where we're making some actions. We're making a lot of little actions, none of which make a lot of sense. And you do have some things moving, some things not only moving, but you have some actions that are going out there with more little actions that don't really mean anything. And you're kind of wondering what are the context, what's going on with all of that, right? Overall, the Ten of Swords says you're very concerned about this connection being cut. You're very concerned about the cutting of this connection, the cutting of things happening between this within August, and there's like a real danger. Maybe it's because of the disconnect. Maybe it's because of all of these justifications. Maybe it's because of all of these little actions that don't make any sense. So there we go. So there you go, Sarah. There's how you kind of read with it. There is it on the table, and kind of, you know, how you read with it. What are you going to do? And, you know, kind of thing going on with that. All right, we got SB on the PayPal side. SB donated half a paycheck over there. SB, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate you. Current partner situation. Let's see what's going on with that. Partner situation. All right, so we got moving on. And if so, peacefully, what's going on with that? Let's see. Can I type that correctly? That'd be fantastic if I could. If I could type that correctly, that would be amazing. Let's get another one of my decks on the table for this. You all know it is the Waterfall Tarot, right? The Waterfall Tarot. Marla, the donation slots are still open. Mizrak, what is going on? Appreciate you hanging out. We got Jaie Alex, welcome. How you doing? Neve, welcome as well. It's Thursday. Tomorrow, there is always tomorrow. It's just another day. It is going to be Friday. We're welcoming in the weekend. We have had a great trading week. Like, my trading has reached a point of just perfection. My trading has reached a point of just really having the basics down, really having some of the fundamentals solidified that I had been chasing and stuff. And, you know, I don't know, man. Really a good week for trading. I passed all 5 of my accounts, and we're ready to earn real money with those. I did buy 5 more, so we're going to have 10 accounts. So technically, if I earn $500 a day, that means I'll earn $5,000 a day with the replication across the 10 accounts, which is kind of where I wanted to go in the first place. So that's going to be good. So if I earn... So 500 a day is pretty damn easy, I gotta say. So after that, I think my goal will be to probably earn $2K a day. So I have a couple of good trades, maybe $1K a day. So that'll turn out to $10,000 to $20,000 a day. So I think that's my ultimate goal, right? Just have replication, 10 accounts, and just have about $1K, $1,500, $2K a day. So that'll turn into 10 grand a day, 20 grand a day, whatever. Anyway, but yeah, that is it. That is it. Partner 90 CS moving on is so peacefully. We'll do that. All right. Current partner situation. Let's see where that is going to go. 4 of Pentacles. Your partner situation has not really communicated the way that you would like to see them communicate. They just haven't communicated the way that you would like. It feels like they're holding some things back, and you're upset with that, right? You're upset with that. And I think it feels like there's some secrets, but the reality is I don't really think there are that many secrets. I think that there is a level of frustration with this individual. I think that they're not willing to share. I think that they have got into a closed feeling here where they don't really like it. And they don't really like where things are going or where things are possibly being. I also think this person's looking at this from a negative perspective, and that's just going to be something that's kind of frustrating for you, because the way that they're reacting is not the way a normal person would react as far as that goes, right? As far as that goes. Do you see us moving on? I think it's going to be difficult to move on, quite frankly. I think it's possible. Anybody can move on. All you have to do is one person doesn't agree with the other and wants to move on, and the other person can't really do much about it. You know what I'm saying? You got that star over here, though. I really think that you're very connected to this individual, and I think that that's going to be something frustrating to you. And I think that's something where even if we do move on, even if we're separated, you do have to sort of appreciate that this person is going to come back. Now, if you do choose to move on, which is quite possible because you do have this level of defeat, you do have this level of disconnect from this individual, I think the 6 of Swords says peacefully is going to be good, but it's going to take a long time for both of you to sort of get into that mode, for both of you to be able to move on, to be able to kind of, you know, sort of get into that next zone kind of thing going on. But can we do it peacefully? I think absolutely, but just don't say anything that is going to kind of crater this relationship, because again, I think that we are going to try to redress this. We are going to try to at least get something going, because a it feels like once we're separated, we really feel separated. It feels like that there's a lot of things that should have been that we sort of need to retry, that we need to do. And it feels frustrating, and it feels very alone after we have moved on. So can we move on peacefully? Absolutely. I don't think that's going to be a problem at all. But it feels like when we're moving on, how we're moving on is going to have to be very direct as far as, you know, we're cutting this off. Because I think if you leave any doors open, you're going to have an immediate resurgence with this. And by the way, I think that your partner is also looking at somebody else, not really engaging somebody else or pursuing somebody else, but they have somebody else on their mind. You know, again, entertainment purposes only. Never do anything in a relationship based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet. But that is my reading for you. Thank you very much for your very generous donation. I greatly appreciate that, Shauna. Thank you so much. Crystals and Paint snuck in here. What is going on? Tarot Reader, thanks for coming in with the dono. I greatly appreciate you. By the way, we are ending soon. There are no more after Tarot Reader. We are taking tomorrow off. So if you're in the queue after Tarot Reader, you're going to have to wait till Saturday to get your reading. So you want to be careful. You want to not donate. But yeah, anyway. See, I'm the only person that tries to not donate. I'm the only person that says don't donate. But you know, gotta be real with y'all. Gotta be, you know, because nobody wants to like donate today and then wait until Saturday. Cinderella gets an exception though, because Cinderella's absolutely beautiful and amazing. But you know, otherwise, anybody after Cinderella? Anybody after Cinderella? All right. We got Karima, phase 3. Phase 3 is out there. We're going to see what happens. What kind of adventures do we have in phase 3 with the Mons Tarot? The Mons Tarot is going to make it all happen tonight. It's going to have all of the action, all of the adventure. Oh, we got a jumper. We got a jumper with a Wheel of Fortune. Okay. All right. How's he viewing me right now? Does he keep asking about my kid and asking for pics of him? That's not creepy, but I mean, okay. That's not creepy. Give me a picture of your child. I need more pictures of your children. I need lots and lots of pictures of your children. That, entertainment purposes only. That's not creepy based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet. But yeah, okay. Anyway, all right. All right. By the way, nobody send me any pictures of the children. No, other than UltraViolet Morgan, which send me pictures of the children all the time. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see what is going on. All right, how's he viewing me right now? Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you're the same as always. He's got a little bit of that perspective of you're always going to be there. You're always kind of the same. And, you're always kind of in that mode of, yeah, there you go. But, I just think that they're in that mode of, just sort of doing the same thing. Doing the same thing as it goes through over here. Six of Wands. They feel like that you have more support from family, friends, and stuff like that than they do. They feel isolated sometimes, right? They feel a little bit isolated sometimes, like nobody is really on their side. Nobody really is supporting them. Nobody is really kind of on their side on here. And it's kind of, it's kind of a little bit of that mode as far as it goes. Overall, they're viewing you as the lovers, as a deep-rooted, as a wonderful connection. And we'll see. We'll see where that goes as well. All right. Now, the other question with that. Why does he keep asking about my kid? All right, I have no idea. Entertainment purposes only. Never asking about a kid based upon a fat man reading card. Is he think? Okay, wait. Is he thinking the future with me? Okay, let's see. That sounds realistic because we just had the divorce decree in the other reading. So the divorce decree, that wasn't very subtle. So yeah, we'll see about that. I think they want some information about maybe a possible future and how much this person needs this and what kind of things are going on with that and stuff like that. Anyway, why does he keep asking about my kid, asking for pics of him? Is he thinking of a future my kid would be in the family? I think that they are. You talk about the sun with the child riding into the adventure, riding into the beautiful sunlight. I think that they're kind of, in that mode of needing the adventure, needing sort of information to sort of do that, sort of plan with the family and see how things are going. Six of Swords Swords does have children riding in the boat, so definitely having a future with you and your child, and I think your child's going to be involved with that. They're sort of interested as far as that goes. They are worried about, there's some legal issue that they're researching too. There's some legal issue with something about that, right? About getting, I don't know, there's some legal issue going on here, and they're researching part of that as well. Anyway, the King of Wands just says the more information they have, the better, and it just seems to be something sort of a family planning kind of thing as far as that goes. All right, so it's not as creepy as I thought it was going to be, so that's a good thing. Anyway, Sufia is next. What good stuff is headed my direction? What good stuff is headed my direction? Let's get the direction with whatever it's called, tarot. There we go. The tarot of Wonderland, right? We'll make it happen. We'll make it happen. We'll see where this is going with that. All right, let's see. What good stuff is headed my way? Well, I wonder what's going on with that. Let's see. You got the Fool with that. A little bit of a trip. I think that there's a trip planned. Something in the fall. There's a trip in the fall. There's something going on in the fall where we're waiting for something. We're expecting something, and we just haven't gotten it, planned out. We haven't gotten it moved forward with that. So there we go. You do have a trip that is going to be at least in the planning stages coming up soon as far as that Fool goes. And that Fool is sort of a powerful card. It talks about getting out, getting an adventure, getting moving, getting things going as far as that goes as well, right? Five of Pentacles as well. I think you have a little bit of a money issue in August, late August, heading into September. So just be aware of that. You definitely want to watch your finances. You don't want to get in a situation where you're, at a disadvantage as far as this goes indeed. Eight of Swords says there's a lot of restrictions coming your way as well. I can see things, but I can't take an action on them. I can't take things going through. So, there we go. There we go through that overall. Three of Pentacles just says hard work really gets you where you want to go. Getting in the visualizations, getting in the dreams, getting in the manifestations gets you in a lot of good places that otherwise you would not have gotten into. So there we go. There we go with that. Let's do a little bit of the Gregory Scott next for Enchanted Moon. Wants to know the hell's going on in August. What is going on in August? Is there anything adventurous? Is there anything great? Is there anything amazing happening in August? Because we sure would like it. We sure would like some good stuff in August, indeed. All right. Strength card. Man, it feels like that Leos are really showing themselves out. It feels like everybody has something to prove. Everybody has something to show you. It definitely sort of puffing out our chest and being bigger than life, larger than life seems to be sort of the mode, the kind of where you're at with this sort of a movement, right? The Sun says sort of be careful about August as well. Some things are too good to be true, and I think they are presented as being realistic or being okay, and they're not really okay. Sometimes you get a little bit of a challenge, you get a little bit of a frustration as far as that goes through here. The bounty really hits you about August 18th, August 19th, where everything comes in. Everything comes in, no pun intended. But yeah, a little bit of that King of Cups too. A lot of the things that you're getting, you don't want. A lot of the things that you're receiving, you're not really sort of resonating with. And a lot of the challenges that you're facing feels like they don't need to be there. It's almost like you're living somebody else's life, right? You're living somebody else's life around early first week, late first week of August, and then the bounty kind of hits, and it's just a surprise, and it feels like, whoa, I'm back into reality, and reality is looking good. We have a lot of good things happening through there. There we go. A little bit of a generale for August with that. All right, please predict my future. I have no idea how to pronounce your name. I'm not even going to try, but we're going to go ahead and give you the thought, just because we can. You're new to the channel, and go ahead and throw the thought out there and give you all of the adventure that you really kind of need in life, because that's how we work over here. That is how we work. That is how we function. You want to predict for the future. future. All right. First off, since you're new, entertainment purposes only. Never do anything based upon some random guy on YouTube reading tarot, right? You never want to just randomly do stuff, right? But that's it. That's it. All right. Well, let's see what's going on over here. Predict my fortune for August. It's time for the change that you have been waiting for. You've been waiting for a change. You're not content with a lot of things that are happening. You're not welcome with a lot of things that are happening. It feels like a lot of people are upset with a lot of things that are happening. And this is your time. This is your open opportunity for the change. The door's open. Can you go through it? I think that's going to be all right. You can, but you want to be careful going through it because some of the advice, some of the things that people are telling you is not really for your biggest advantage. So you want to sort of do your own independent things. You want to do your own things. You want to work from your imagination. You want to work from your intuition as far as things go, because a lot of people have their own incentive or their own accolades in mind for kind of where that they want you to go, and you need to be a little bit, not on the same page with that. I think that you have a great money opportunity waiting for you at the end of August. You definitely want to at least examine it, look into it. I'm not saying embrace it, but you definitely want to give it a good start, a good try, right? Because the changes you've been wanting are coming, and one of the changes is going to be a little bit on the financial side as far as it goes, right? Overall, it feels like at the end of August especially, you're getting a lot of things emotionally that you don't resonate with and that you don't want, and that's going to be okay. Just sort of push through it and get into September, because I think middle of September, emotions really start flowing. Emotions really start getting on that level that you've been waiting for. So there we go. There's your fortune for August. Hopefully that resonated. We'll see, because I predicted a lot of stuff. Come back if it all resonated. I'm the greatest tarot reader ever.
T.O. is the best tarot reader
But we will
ever.
see with that. A hard time right now. Specific advice for the hard time. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit of a different one, right? We're not going to do the white fly for this one. We are going to do the Edgar Allan Poe as it goes. E.A. Poe is what in the know. It is in the know. The Poe knows is what that. You want specific advice. Well, there's nothing specific in tarot. I'm sorry. But I give you some advice for the hard time that you're having right now. Queen of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. Oh, man. As far as the hard times go, just push through it. I think that there's a level of reality. There's a level of seriousness to it, but some of the stuff just isn't that serious. Some of the stuff doesn't really work. Some of the stuff isn't, sort of how you're looking at it, and your perspective, your view of it is sort of part of the problem as far as sort of moving forward with that. Queen of Pentacles says somebody else has everything that you need. If you sort of ask their advice, if you sort of ping them, maybe there's some video, maybe there's a book, maybe there's actually a real person right there that has a lot of good advice, a lot of good perspectives from this particular thing that you haven't reached out, that you haven't done, right? I think that's going to be something as well. Nine of Pentacles. You have Queen of Pentacles with the Nine of Pentacles. Basically push through it, get to the end, and you'll have the reward that you like, basically, just get through it, push through it, and get to the end. BecaBoo, you can change your question Indeed, you do. You do. We can get your question going through. All right, we'll put the Poe up. We'll get another deck we haven't used in a while. It has been a minute since you've seen it on the table, but all of y'all, you love it and want it and you need it. You love it, you want it, you need it. That's the reality. That is just reality, I think that's where it goes. I got the new job. Congratulations. Got the new job. Going to be sitting there being a productive member of society with all of the excitement going through there. That's what we need. That is what we need indeed with the new job. Currently in Germany. Well, guten Tag to you. Guten Tag, guten Abend, wie geht es Ihnen? Yes, I minored in German in college. I minored in German in college, which was the dumbest thing I've ever done. The dumbest thing I've ever done. But yeah, anyway, all right. Wie geht es Ihnen? Guten Tag, guten Abend. That's about all the German that I know, so, Anyway, all right. We'll see. I got the job. Currently in Germany now. What is next on this journey? Let's see what is next on the King of Coins. I think the job's really going to work out. The job is really, really, really going to work out. There's a good opportunity over there in Germany where you're at. You have a lot of fun things, a lot of cool things waiting for you with that. Temperance card says this leads into something bigger and better. It's almost like that you have hit the mother lode as far as opportunities, as far as where you want to be, as far as getting a lot of things going, getting a lot of things moving that you have been waiting for, right? It feels like this job is definitely going to have an end to it, though. You got the 10 of Swords with the 8 of Swords. Like there's something that you can't get done. There's something that we can't really do within the context of this job, and, you know, kind of seeing where this goes at the end of the day. I think this job is going to be amazing. It's almost like that it gives you some weird opportunity or opens some weird door to just a lot of money. There's a lot of money. Really good work. And even if this job ends, which it does look like that it eventually will, you'll have these other open opportunities to chase and get excited about. You really hit the mother lode. Jaie Alex, you really hit the mother lode indeed. I really think that this looks really good. That looks really damn good. I want to keep this on the table, man. That's good. I think Marla wants that kind of a read. Marla's like, give me one of those readings. Give me one of those readings. And I will, Marla. New love coming this way this year. Yes, in November. You have something. Well, you have an opportunity in November. I don't know if you want to take it or not. You've been stuck in this really crappy pattern with love, and you need to get out of it. That's the bottom line, Marla. You need to get out of this pattern that you have with love. Right? You need to get out of this because it really feels like that you're sort of constrained. You don't have a lot of the excitement that you used to have with love as far as this goes. Basically, you have a friends with benefits opportunity that you really kind of like. I think that's going to be a new love. Want to get a new love baby. And, you know, I think that's where you want to go. That really works to your advantage. It feels like it's convenient. It feels like there's not a lot of dedication there. It feels like there's not a lot of influences there where you're trying to get pushed aside or people have a lot of expectations. It really, really works to your advantage with that. Now, I do think that the friends with benefits only lasts a few months before this person ends up cheating and ends up going somewhere else and basically getting to a real relationship. But overall, this is exciting. This is something fun. This is something really good that you would like, that I think brings a level of adventure, fun, and just overall contentment. Just how damn convenient this is for you as far as it goes. Anyway, there you go. There you go. There's a little bit of a new love, baby. A new love. Yeah. Tarot reader, anything coming in love? Everybody wants some love tonight. I'm going to skip you, tarot reader. I'm going to come back to you. Right now, let's get some different kind of love, I guess, you know. B52 didn't specify what deck that you wanted, so I'm going to go ahead and use a different one, B52. You know, I'm going to use a little bit of a different one for you. Yeah, man, it's been like a decade since you have seen this on the table. Let's go ahead and admit it. It has been 3 decades before you have seen the golden wheel on the table. Golden wheel on the table. Anyway, let's see. Next 7 days connection with S. I don't think a lot's going to happen in the next 7 days, to be honest with you. I don't think you got the temperance. You got that, you know, they get that mixture as far as it goes. You got that 2 of wheels. You have some minor decisions in the next 7 days, but I don't think you're like waiting for something just miraculous and amazing. I really don't think it's just happening. I'm sorry. I mean, you're waiting for something. You're like, oh my God, this is the most amazing thing happening here. I've been waiting. No, I don't think that's happening. I'm sorry. It looks relatively boring. Go ahead and just open your mouth and yawn, and you know what I'm saying? 2 of wheels. You got some minor decisions to make in the next 7 days, especially on day 6. Let's go ahead. 6 days from now. Minor decision to make, right? But that Fool says if I'm willing to go with it, if I'm willing to get on that adventure, I can, but it's not something I'm super dedicated to. I really just think the connection is just kind of boring. I'm sorry. Do you know? I'm sorry. I gotta stay hydrated. But yeah, Reiki B. I mean, you know, entertainment purposes, Reiki B. Never base your relationship based upon a fat man reading your cards on the internet is what I'm saying. All right, BecaBoo knows that. BecaBoo knows that. Can you change your question? BecaBoo, you're the most inconvenient person on the world. You know that? Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I love you to death. All right, let's see. New question. We'll do the new question for the Boo and all of the BecaBoos. All right, we'll see what's going on with that. How things go this weekend. All right, this hasn't been on the table for so long. I want to get another reading on it. But I want to do another one that hasn't been on the tables in very long. Ask the witch. I can ask the witch. You can ask we'll all ask the witches. The witches are there to let us know. The witches are there. The witches are there to let us do what we need to do. So we're going to ask the witch tonight. And we'll see. How will things go this weekend? You got some plans. You got some plans. You're doing the sun card, aren't you? Aren't you? A little bit of the sun card over there. And we'll see if that's going to be all right. That's going to be something we can put up with. The Six of Cups. Oh, man. Friends, family. Basically, you know, getting in touch with people is going to be important this weekend. Getting in touch with people is going to be important because it feels like a lot of people have a lot of things, a lot of fun things, a lot of cool things. And there's a lot of sort of anticipation for this weekend, and rightfully so. It feels like we're connecting maybe with people we haven't seen in a while. We're connecting with people that, you know, that are out there that we need to sort of do. But yeah, as far as that goes, Wheel of Fortune said this is something that goes really fast. There's a lot of things going on, a lot of activities, a lot of excitement, and it feels like that, you know, it lasted 5 minutes when it lasted the entire weekend, which is good, which is okay. You know, it's not going to be a big deal with that. The star said there's some follow-up this weekend. I need to follow up. We need to meet again. We need to do this. We need to do that. There's definitely some anticipation of a follow-up meeting or some follow-ups happening from this, right? So from this. So there we go. But it is a big party. We do have the Three of Cups over here, the big celebration, the big party. Have some fun, get some drinks in you, and join us for the Tarot Oracle Show.
Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
All right, we got the Karima final phase, and then we got Tarot Reader, and Cinderella is out there. We'll do the Tasty Tarot one more. Might as well put it on the table. Uno mas a time. Has this desire to moving in with me, have someone real in the future, been getting stronger? Let's see. Let's see if that is going to be possible indeed. By the way, you can get yourself the Tasty Tarot for a cheaper discount than you're going to get it on Etsy. But if you want to wait, if you're like, F this stupid thing called Kickstarter, that's fine. That's fine. But I'm just saying, you know, we can get it on Etsy after it's over. Anyway, oh, look, we got the Reiki B card. Reiki B is making it happen over here. All right, let's see. Desire for moving in with me, having something real in the future, but getting stronger. Six of Pentacles says that the desire has been something where they want to give you something that you've been waiting for. I think that's the biggest thing, right? They want to give you something that you have been waiting for. And that's something that, again, we're back to sort of an original readings that we had. They want to make you happy. Your happiness is very focused, is very sort of pivotal for them to sort of do things as it goes. Ten of Swords says a cutting action. Definitely things need to be done. Things need to be happening here before you do that. But yeah, there's some work to be done sort of making that happen as well. But we'd like to sort of get in a mode where we're together all the time, where we have a lot of these beautiful things happening all the time together. So it has been getting stronger. There's some work to be done to make it happen, but giving you something that to make you happy has been kind of pivotal on their mind, and that is something that's real with that, right? All right, now we have some intentions going on. Let's see where this is going to take us over there. I do need to put all of your pictures in the emotes. In the emotes for the channel, I need to put your pictures in there. There's something I've been meaning to do, but I've been so damn distracted. I've been having fun, man. I've been really sick, and in between being sick, I've been having a shitload of fun. So I don't know. That's me. That's me with that. All right, what are the intentions for me right now? Edible flowers, presenting the love. moving that love forward, getting that love out there, expressing emotions, expressing love. And one of the biggest intentions as well is that movement that you've been waiting for, that they have been waiting for. And that's something very important as we go through here, because that Page of Wands just says that the actions just haven't been pivotal right now. The actions haven't been real, and we need more real action. We need more real substance within the context of this, so that Two of Cups just kind of says, hey, connect, right? Connect over coffee, connect together, and be in the same residence, be in the same residence. So there's something good, right? We got the repeated Dr. Mystical. By the way, I'm not going to be on tomorrow, so you want to join Dr. Mystical instead. Highly recommended. Tarot reader knows that. Anything coming in love for me, other than me being madly in love with you? Let's see what talks about the Meraki Tarot is all about that. Is all about that adventure, all about that excitement. Now, the Meraki Tarot, she's supposed to get these in August. That's what she told me. She's supposed to get these in August. So I promised you I'd buy a bunch of them and give them away, and I still will, but I need to connect with her and find out what's the update. Like, when in August are we going to have this, right? Anyway, we'll see with that. The Chariot seems to be in every reading all the time. We'll get that done. We'll get that done. The Chariot, nobody's going to kick Chariot out of bed. I do think that you have somebody that's mobile, somebody that's traveling, definitely an air sign, very traveling type oriented, very goal oriented. The person's always moving. They seem to be never sitting still. They never sit still. And that's something that's going on. That's something that's happening within the context of this. This is a very romantic person too. Very expressive with romance. Very sort of promising this and promising that with that. But they have a level of power. They have a level of substance. They have a level of stability that you really like, that you really enjoy with that as well. So there we go. So yeah, the Meraki Tarot version 3 is coming out, and I did work a deal with her to buy a bunch of them. So let me ping her on Instagram and see what the status is, how many I can buy, what's the price, and we will be giving them away. We will be giving them away. So I would look to maybe October-ish before I have them in my hands, and we're giving them away. But I want to make sure that basically all the regulars on the channel get one. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a regular person that joins the channel a lot, you're going to get one. I think it's the bottom line. So the more that you're on the channel, the more chances that basically you're going to have it, right? A BecaBoo, pretty much guaranteed. UltraViolet, pretty much guaranteed. CraftyLady, pretty much guaranteed. Maruta, guaranteed. Reiki, you know what I'm saying? You know, just basically all the usual, all the regulars going to be in here. Karima, guaranteed. Anne, guaranteed. Sarah, guaranteed. So yeah, we're gonna make that happen, right? And I'm just gonna ship it to you. I'm just going to ship it to you. So I'm paying for it. So I'm spending a few $1,000s. I'm spending a few $1,000s basically for you guys because I love you. Anyway, all right. My dad passed away. Oh, Jesus. Cinderella, I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible. How will I deal with the pain? And what was my dad in pain before they had died? All right, well, let's use a little bit of a 𝗘ihe Marchetti. That's not very cheery in the 𝗘ihe Marchetti kind of thing, but we'll see. We'll see with that. Anyway, all right. Yes, Sarah, you're guaranteed. You're going to get one guaranteed. Anyway, Sarah, so yeah, you're there. So yeah, I'm spending a few $1,000s on you guys because, see, that's why I do the stock market. so I can afford to treat you guys to something special. I can afford to treat you guys to the specialness out there. So there we go. Anyway, all right. Let's see. Wow, that is terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that. How will I deal with the pain? You have to sort of move on. You basically have to move on. And that's not going to happen today. That's not going to happen next week. That's not going to happen next month. But this is something where you need to understand that they're in a better place, that they're in a place where they're going to be happy, that they're not going to be in pain anymore. And they have made that journey. They have done the Chariot. And that's something, right? That's something very, very important here. The journey had to be made. Dealing with the pain is, there's not really a lot you can do. You definitely want to go through the bereavement process, right? The DAB, denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. You need to go through those steps. So one of the important things here with this Knight of Pentacles is don't skip a step. If you want to be depressed, be depressed. If you want to be angry, be angry. Let the emotions flow out. You need to walk through the bereavement process, and that's going to be something critical here. Don't be restricted from this. Don't be overthinking it like, why am I angry? I don't need to be angry. Be angry. Be angry. Be depressed. Be denied, right? Have that denial in there. And I think that's something you have to fully experience these emotions to make sure that you walk through this. If you don't, you're going to be stuck on one of these things, and it's going to be detrimental to you. So you need to let those flow. Queen also talks about letting go. Let go. And that's going to be something you just have to let go. It's very difficult to let go in the process, but that's something you just have to do. You definitely have to let go, and you have to be, that has to be okay to let go, right? It has to be okay to let go. Because a lot of times you're feeling like, I don't want to let go. I want to do this and I want to do that. You just have to let go at the end of the day. So there we go. All right. Let's see. How will I deal with the pain? I'm dealing with the pain of the Cappy Baby Tarot falling away. It's falling all over the place. It's falling everywhere. I don't know why it's doing this. Anyway, okay, was my dad in pain before they died? Well, let's see if they were in pain. I'm not sure what pain looks like, but the Tarot Marchetti will have some pain in there. Not really. This is something more of, they were very focused on family. They were very focused on memories and looking back at their life. What kind of accomplishments did I have? What kind of great things did I do? And they're worried about family. Is the family going to be okay? That's one of the primary things that they had on their mind, right? They need that 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups. The family's going to be okay. The family's going to be all right without me. That's one of the main things that they were concerned about. The other thing they were concerned about as well was they wanted to communicate a lot of things, right? They wanted to tell a lot of things. They wanted to write a lot of things out and get some things going with that. Overall, I don't think that they were in pain. They were more concerned about the welfare of the family. They're more concerned about getting some communication out before that they died. But I just don't see anything with pain, right? I just don't see anything like a 2 of Swords with that, maybe an 8 of Swords with the restrictions kind of in the pain. It just feels like I'm concerned with the family. I need to communicate some things before I go, and very, very attached. They're very, very attached. They did not want to leave. And that's one of the things that happened here. So there it is. There it is. Anyway, I'm very sorry for your loss. I hope that you are okay. And if you ever need anybody, all of us are on Instagram. Hit us up. We're happy to talk to you. But yeah, let all the emotions flow. And you're going to miss them. And a lot of people in the family are going to miss them as well. Anyway, thank you for your donations. I greatly appreciate you. I will be taking tomorrow off, but for now, we will see you Saturday.